Nick Dennis, currently the general manager for DeWhit Facility Services. We are commercial cleaning, janitorial, biorisk. It involves cleaning. We take care of it, top to bottom, inside out. We're a small company based on the other companies. Our competitors are much larger, but we handle all types of janitorial and commercial cleaning. We also do GMP cleaning. We have, several different various clients. One of our biggest contracts is NC State University, the Wolfpack. Everybody pretty much knows them. It goes as far as AstraZeneca. They're a pharmaceutical company. That's where we do our GMP cleaning. We also have a contract with Lockheed Martin. And a lot of people don't understand, they don't have a clue what Lockheed Martin is. They actually build the F-15, F-16 fighter jets. It's a government-based facility, 16 hangars, multiple offices. It's a huge facility. We take care of them. We have a contract in Charleston with Trident Tech College. Multiple contracts. Janitorial, commercial cleaning, GMP, strip and waxing. You name it, we do it. Been with the company a little over a year now. As far as my history with Progressive, once I took over the company here at DeWhit, the IT was in shambles. I was trying to make heads or tails. The support, customer service, the technical side of things was. I was really mind blown at how the company was functioning and flourishing as it was with how they had everything set up. As far as my history with Progressive, before I came to work for DeWhit, I actually was working at a company in Fuquay. I'm going to say the last 5 years that I was there, we were using Progressive. It may even have been the last 7 years I was there, we were using Progressive. We had in-house IT, that kind of moved away and we started outsourcing, went through a couple of other people or other organizations, and they just weren't a great fit for the company. Ran across Progressive. They came in. That was exactly what we were looking for. And the thing about it is it was a $200 million company. We had 75 office employees. I mean, that was including tech support, customer service, engineering, sales, marketing, purchasing. The manufacturing side of things, we had five supervisor offices. We had more than 20 PCs on the floor running these multi-million-dollar lasers, punch cells, robotic stuff. It was mind-boggling at how much equipment that we actually relied on that was using computers to make sure that they functioned. We had like six people in our purchasing and our shipping and receiving department. Obviously, computers in there. We had computers that were running, secondary applications, because we shipped locally. We shipped, anywhere in the United States, but we also shipped worldwide, international. Average shipments were $500,000 a day, so we could not miss a beat. And again, this is like, nearly $200 million company. They thrived, and it was basically based on we never had any issues. If there was an IT issue whatsoever, Lisa had several pods set up. I had, not only did I have a contact number that I had called, but the guys and girls that would come in, they had actually built personal relationships with us. It's like you come in and they would be like, "Hey Nick, how's things going? How's your daughter? How's yada yada yada." And it was more of almost a family oriented type deal, other than they come in, they did their job, they knocked everything out of the park. But it was a little bit different than what I had used to seeing with your typical IT company. Most of your IT companies has blinders on. They come in, they try to fix it. If they fix it, great, they're gone. You never hear from them again. And again, huge company. I left that company in May of 22 to come to work for DeWhit. I was looking to get out of the corporate world, hence the reason I left that company. It was a global company. I wore many hats, and it was time for me to move on from so-called the corporate world. So I came to work for DeWhit. It's a very small, family-oriented company, much smaller than the company that I was used to running. And like I said, the IT, the entire infrastructure was in a mess. No support, no customer service. We had no backups. It was just a mess. We were surviving. I just wasn't sure how we were surviving. Reached out to Lisa, had a conversation with her one day on the phone. And I was unsure if her company even supported, a small business like this. And I say small business, we're a $3.5-4 million company. But I was used to them supporting a much larger company. And she didn't hesitate a bit. She literally had came up with a game plan that day while we were on the phone, and she had pretty much, told me that they could support us, and they would, could make a few changes to make sure that we could get the support that we were looking for, even though we were a smaller company. A few days after that, she'd already set up her guys. We had a system evaluation. After the system evaluation, we had a Zoom meeting to discuss their findings and what needed to take place to get us headed in the right direction. Both agreed to a signed contract. Lisa had her team head first into it at that point. Multiple crews of hers working simultaneously on different areas of the business, and it was, basically making sure that there was no stone left unturned. Current IT company that we did have in place was not very easy to work with at all. They got the job done, but it was the relationship was not there. The customer support was not there. And Lisa and her team ended up actually handling that side of it for me as well. They had reached out to that company. They had obviously built a better relationship with them very quickly, quicker than I had. So they actually handled that. The transition couldn't have went any smoother. I was expecting it to be a nightmare, but the transition from, company A to Progressive was, I would say, flawless. There were hiccups, but it was more or less the hiccups where I would pick up the phone and, Lisa or Carl or Jay or, someone on the team would be like, hey, we ran into this, but we're taking care of it. We're just giving you an update on the status. I was mind blown at how quickly we were taken care of. And then, a lot of our equipment was outdated. We were running older versions of Outlook. It was, we were surviving, but we weren't flourishing by no means. And basically they went in and they've upgraded everything. The servers are upgraded. We switched over to Office 365. We never missed a beat. The company, we were able to function every single day since them taking over, and that was one of the things that I was worried about. But couldn't say enough great things about her and her team. Customer support, hands down. Customer support, it is phenomenal. And I've worked with many, but it's the customer support. Literally, I have yet to pick up the phone to call someone, text someone, or email someone when I didn't get a response back within minutes. I have yet to pick up the phone and call someone or someone didn't answer. But the customer support and the proactiveness of them. Yesterday, I needed something done. I picked up the phone. I made a phone call. They answered. I said, look, I'm not sure if this constitutes as an emergency. I said, but I need it done pretty quickly. 10 minutes later, it was resolved. It's got to be the customer support. Took the words out of my mouth. I do not mind paying for quality. And I'll say that time and time again, and I'll stick by it. The price, is great with them anyhow. So that was not one of the hesitations I had. It was strictly based on customer support. And it's great. And that's the thing, we are in the service industry, and as long as you're giving good customer support, you're going to get that back in return. I would definitely suggest them looking into Progressive, at least talking to them, because once they show you what they offer, and once you get a feel for what the company is, it was a no-brainer for my president. I already knew what they offered, but the president of the company, I actually sat him down and we had a Zoom meeting with Lisa, and Lisa presented her company to the president of my company, and it was a no-brainer for him. If you're sitting on the fence about going toward Progressive, it's a no-brainer. At least talk to them. You will not be disappointed.